right, what we are breaking right now, viewers, is the biggest and the most sensational story to hit your television screens this election season. Watch it very, very closely. Republic has been able to access the full Agusta charge sheet. My colleague Atul has been able to do that for us. He joins us in our studios in just a moment. But some very, very important details coming in. The point number one, the Enforcement Directorate actually tells you AP is equal to Ahmed Patel. This is what Christian Michel actually has told the Enforcement Directorate. Christian Michel, again the middleman, who you see there on your screens, who was extradited by the Narendra Modi government, and the full Agusta charge sheet has been accessed by Republic TV. FAM, again, is one diary entry that you had seen. Everyone was talking about it. What is FAM? FAM is family. We are putting out excerpts of that charge sheet again on your screens, where the Enforcement Directorate now says that they have been able to crack the entire case. What has also been revealed is that there was a reference to Mrs. Gandhi. Christian Michel actually spilling the beans. He is not mincing his words unequivocally. The story is becoming bigger. In fact, he also tells the agency since when was he aware about the linkages to Sonia Gandhi. AP again means Ahmed Patel is the confirmation that has come in. FAM is family. We'll try to get in all our colleagues reporting on that story as Christian Michel now is exposing the family. And again, will the opposition say that this is political vendetta? Because this is a man who was allowed to escape. This is a man who was not brought to the books. But now the Enforcement Directorate, remember, has been telling us that they have certain questions to him. The reason why the interrogation again became very, very important. Now, one by one, he's telling you that what was the modus operandi, how did the money exchange hands, is everything that Christian Michel now has told the agencies. Michel confirms AP was no one but Ahmed Patel. FAM was actually the family. The family here is a clear reference to the Gandhis. The full Agusta charge sheet now has been accessed by Republic. Our colleague Nalini and Aishwarya will both join us with more details on that story. And I will again reiterate, our colleague Atul has been able to access their entire charge sheet for you viewers. A story again that will have huge ramifications this election season. Aishwarya, the biggest story is breaking here on Republic. AP was Ahmed Patel, FAM was family.
Well, absolutely, but this is the biggest single-handed expose which Republic is doing. And our colleague Atul has got this detail, these documents, this plethora of evidence which shows that what exactly was happening. ED is naming Ahmed Patel. We have the complete documents in our possession. And as you can see, it's not only one leader, but then son of the Italian lady. We leave it to the people to decide that who is the son of the Italian lady. Who exactly is the man who could have been the next Prime Minister of India at that point of time and influence such a massive deal. It's as big as it's get, Deepthi. That is what we are saying. That who could be the son of the Italian lady? Who could have been that son of the Italian lady who could have been the Prime Minister? That's what's being mentioned in this. Yes, Ahmed Patel, as you can see in those graphics on your screens, is mentioned. But then, son of the Italian lady, who could be the Prime Minister? And then, if you see very, very minutely, the inner ring of the then Prime Minister's office was compromised. So this is something which was being looked into. So these documents are very, very sensitive. And we are going to give you, and we are going to get more and more information. Every minute information, we are going to get it out today. We have the evidence in our possession, and I have with us, with me, our executive editor, Abhishek Kapoor, who's also joining. Abhishek. Right. So as we were saying, knew her since 1986, 87, Christian Michel has spilled the beans. Christian Michel has spoken under pressure of the agencies. The truth has ultimately come out. It has been revealed. And you are seeing all of this only and only on Republic Media Network. This is what everyone was trying to hide. This is what everyone, the complete the then political dispensation was trying to hide. Yes.
You know, Aishwarya, I'm not sure whether you do have that chart sheet or not, but I'm also told our colleague Atul is on way to the studios. He will just join us here in a moment. Remember, the story is actually breaking in real time.
Yeah,
the story moving very fast, you know, Aishwarya, because at a point where Nalini was telling us more about Ratul Puri, who still is being interrogated by the Enforcement Directorate, is there more evidence? Are there more revelations? Tell us more about what you've been able to see through as you've produced through that entire chart sheet for us, Aishwarya.
Deepthi, we have every document from page 1 till the last page, and every document is explosive. Every information, every line is explosive. We are going to bring it, decipher it word by word, line by line. But the major takeaway is that the then political dispensation was completely compromised. And this is not what we are saying. This is what the agencies are saying. This is what the agencies have found out. And they are not stopping there. So this is something which is as massive as it gets. The ED chart sheet reveals the family. The ED chart sheet is naming the leaders. The ED chart sheet is naming the inner ring of that time of the Prime Minister's office. Abhishek is with us here in our studios.
He has in possession those entire 52 pages here. When it comes to the big chart sheet, Abhishek, please take it over and tell us more about what we are learning from this.
Deepthi, this is a confirmation of a lot of information that has been there already in public domain. But the difference this time is that this is on papers. This is submitted in the court. This is now there for the courts to decide what exactly happened, what level of corruption exactly happened in the AgustaWestland case. Now, Christian Michel has been in custody of the Enforcement Directorate of Indian agencies for the last 3 months. The earlier charge sheet that was filed last year in 2018 was based on documentary evidence and all the data that had been collated by agencies. Okay. But this time, the difference between this charge sheet and the earlier one is that this is based on questioning of Christian Michel. Now, one very interesting aspect that I thought I should bring to the notice of viewers is that the charge sheet mentions that both the accused, that is Christian Michel and Rajiv Saxena, they have never raised an allegation of any threat or coercion at the time of recording of statement under Section 50 in the Enforcement Directorate custody, under Section 50 of the Prevention of Money Laundering Act. So what is important is that all this information which now stands corroborated is something which has been given or confirmed willingly by both Christian Michel and Rajiv Saxena. Now you see, in January, Christian Michel was brought to India. He was taken into custody. He was questioned first by the CBI and then the Enforcement Directorate. Based on his questioning, the agencies got to Rajiv Saxena. Rajiv Saxena was brought from the UAE. Then he was questioned under custody. He turned approval. He gave more data, some pen drive. Now, what is important, Deepthi, is that for the first time, perhaps, Christian Michel on record or in following a judicial process has agreed with the questions that were given to him, and the answers that he has given essentially corroborate the fact of topmost leadership of the then UPA government involved in fixing the AgustaWestland case at that time, or the AgustaWestland deal. For example, if I read a couple of lines from the things that are there in this document, which is now part of court records and which would be adjudicated now, it says that we had fixed the Cabinet Committee on Security for 30th of July. Now imagine, these are two middlemen talking to each other. They are saying that they have fixed Cabinet Committee on Security meeting on a particular date. Now this, imagine the magnitude of this, Deepthi, and the viewers have to understand Cabinet Committee on Security.
But this is very shocking, Abhishek.
Let me just let the Cabinet Committee on Security consists of Prime Minister and the top 4 ministers of the Government of India, which is Minister of External Affairs, Minister of Defence, Minister of Finance, Minister of Home Affairs. And the middlemen are talking about fixing, not only fixing a meeting of the Cabinet Committee on Security, they are saying our CCS note is huge. They have influenced bureaucrats in the Ministry of Defence who have prepared a Cabinet Committee on Security note that has been given to Minister of Defence, and the Minister of Defence presents it in the Cabinet Committee on Security, which they say has been fixed by them.
I think, Abhishek, this is huge. This is very, very significant. Now, I just want to reintroduce my entire team of colleagues who've been on that story, getting you the story before any other network does. Aishwarya, Abhishek, and our colleague Atul, who joins us here in our studios, who's been able to access this entire charge sheet now that is in possession of Republic. And what I'll also do is I'll just request our producer Janisha to actually flash that diary entry again. And then Atul can talk over that, Atul. Now we know who AP was. What was FAM, Atul? Tell me point by point, what really are the highlights, Atul, from this charge sheet?
Well, one dispatch was recovered by the Swiss authority on the request of Indian authority, and they have handed it over to ED. These entities are saying that the former Prime Minister of India, Manmohan Singh, the Christian Missile also wrote letters to him. Apart from him, Ahmed Patel, Mr. Pranab Mukherjee, Mr. Oscar Fernandes, Vinay Singh and others, a few top bureaucrats were written letters by Christian missiles, and this have been recovered by Swiss authority on the on the request of Indian authorities, and now this is in the possession of ED, and this has been confessed none other than by the employee of Christian Missile James, which is JB Subramaniam. So JB Subramaniam is an Indian, and he has been grilled by Enforcement Directorate. He was confronted with these dispatches, and he said that yes, he wrote these dispatches at the instruction of Christian Missile James, and he was writing to various political leaders to influence them and to back this deal for AgustaWestland, in which they had got 70 millions as a kickbacks.
Euros as a kickback.
Euros.
Yes. Now, what is
so, Abhishek, I also want you to please hold up the chart sheet, and if our camera person here on your camera can actually zoom into some bits of that chart sheet, and we can just put that out. Also, we'll do that graphically. But just that bit, Abhishek, that you were just talking of, the fact that even the Cabinet Committee on Security was being fixed. How did that entire mention come into this?
I mean, the date is being fixed. There is a document which has been obtained, seized by the agencies, and Christian Missile James. And as Atul was mentioning, there is a guy called JB Subramaniam who was essentially an assistant to Christian Missile James in Delhi, and he carried out all the instructions of Christian, and he has also corroborated these dispatches which contain this information, which has made the agency come to a conclusion that the topmost levels of the then government, the UPA government, the Congress government, were compromised. And the difference, as we have been explaining, Deepthi, between the earlier ones and the earlier chart sheets and this one is that this is based on questioning of Christian Missile James himself.
अतुल, लेकिन एक बार फिर दीप्ति, अतुल, जिस तरह से आपने ये सारे डॉक्यूमेंट्स और ये चार्जशीट आप लेके आए हैं, ये दिखाता है कि किस तरह से उस समय का जो इनर रिंग है, वो कंप्लीटली कॉम्प्रोमाइज था। हर चीज दलालों के पास थी। प्रधानमंत्री का कार्यालय उस समय का दलालों के पास था। ये आपने दिखा दिया इन कागजों से, अतुल।
Definitely, no doubt. Everything was in possession of Christian Missile James and other middlemen who were bagging the contract and trying to influence the entire channel, the power of corridors, and they were accessing everyone, even the Prime Minister office. And they have clearly mentioned that the gentleman I met knew about the activity and felt very well.
लेकिन मैं आपसे फिर ये पूछ रहा हूँ और आप ये बताएं हमारे दर्शकों को कि ये जो आपने कागज लाए हैं, इसके अंदर जितने नाम है, अहमद पटेल का नाम है, पेज नंबर 42 पे, लेकिन और जो आप बता रहे हैं, मैं आपसे दोबारा ये पूछ रहा हूं, जो सारे कागज आप लेके आए हैं, ये बताता है कि उस समय का प्रधानमंत्री कार्यालय कॉम्प्रोमाइज था। तो
बिल्कुल सही बोला आपने। उस समय का प्रधानमंत्री कार्यालय एज पर ईडी डॉक्यूमेंट्स बिल्कुल कॉम्प्रोमाइज था। कुछ टॉप लीडर्स थे यूपीए के जो उनके साथ काम कर रहे थे, पूरी की पूरी इंफॉर्मेशन उनको जो है शेयर कर रहे थे, जिससे क्रिस्टियन मिशेल जेम्स और उसके साथियों को जो मिडलमैन है, बिल्कुल आसान हो गया अगस्ता वेस्टलैंड के लिए ये टेंडर को बैक करना, और 17 मिलियन यूरोस उनको मिले एज ए किकबैक्स, जिसको उन्होंने बाद में इंडियन ब्यूरोक्रेट्स, इंडियन पॉलिटिशियंस और इंडियन अथॉरिटी जो भी उनके जानकार है उनको दिया।
But this is sensational, Aishwarya. We just need to hit a quick break, but we promise our viewers on the other side, we'll put out the chart sheet, more important details, and it's not just AP equal to Ahmed Patel and FM equal to family. There is more. We tell you how this entire group of dalals that our colleague Atul was just talking about infiltrated. Even the CCS mention is here on the chart sheet. All that and much more. Do not go anywhere. Republic tracking the biggest story this election season.